Hello everyone, and welcome to another video of me drawing your pets. I'm slowly but surely making my way through the Google form submissions, so hopefully I'll be able to open the form back up soon to more submissions. It just takes a while to draw over like 100 pets, so sorry about the delay. So let's dive right in with our first pet. We are starting with a gorgeous kitty cat named Ginger. She is so cute. I love her little white toes. According to her owner, she's a pretty low-key and sweet cat, but she can be a little sassy, hence her expression in the picture I'm drawing. She likes to attack your feet if you walk too close. Ginger is also a glutton and loves snacks. My kitty is very similar and will find food anywhere. He's a little bit of a nightmare. He once unzipped a backpack to get into some kitten treats. Yeah, he unzipped a backpack. He's too smart for his own good. But anyway, Ginger is beautiful, and I hope that you like this rendition of her. Our next pet is Eliot, a kind of medium-haired black and white cat. Eliot's owner says this in the kindest way possible. Eliot is not the smartest boy. His head is empty, and it is debated whether or not he has ever had a thought in his life. Despite the empty head, he has a full heart and loves head pats. He seems like such a fun, peaceful guy, and he really likes to take naps in the sunshine. I love that for him. I also wish that I could be Eliot and take naps in the sunshine. Next is Atlas, a new kind of animal for the channel. He was a Nigerian dwarf goat. You'll see me practicing drawing a goat before actually giving the sketch that I want to use a shot. So that's usually how I go about doing things with animals that I don't know how to draw. But anyway, Atlas was the sweetest little guy who was loud and playful. He was a bit of a troublemaker and seemed too smart for his own good sometimes. But he was really an affectionate little guy and loved cuddling with his owner, who he thought was his actual mother. Unfortunately, he did pass away a few years ago, but I hope this will honor his sweet memory. He seemed like he would have been such a fun critter to have. Our next pet is Chloe, a terrier mix. She is very athletic and playful, despite being 6 years old now. I'd say she's in her prime at 6. Although she can be high energy, she loves to snuggle and sleep next to her owner. Chloe can be pretty jealous of other animals getting affection, and she'll wiggle her way right in to steal the spotlight. I noticed that she was kind of a brindle dog, so I did my best getting some brindle stripes in there, but if it doesn't look exactly like her, I'm sorry, I did my best. Chloe's sister is Darlin, and again, I did my best with her coloring, and I hope that it at least looks a little bit like her. But unlike Chloe, Darlin is pretty independent. She'll accept pets, but only on her terms, and she really prefers not to cuddle. She's a pretty typical cat in that she likes her space, and she likes to just observe her surroundings. She's around 7 to 8 years old and isn't too playful anymore, but that's okay. Her owner says that her hair is thinning around her spine and her backside, but I drew her as a big, poofy girl. I hope that's okay. Our next pet is Shifu, a little goblin chihuahua. I absolutely love that name for a chihuahua, it's so great. Shifu is always barking or looking to play or cuddle, and despite his size, he can be quite protective. He sounds like the typical chihuahua to me, and so I gave him kind of a smug expression in this picture so that you could kind of get across the little goblin part of his description. I used to do a lot of dog sitting in high school and in college, and one of my favorite houses to watch was one with 7 chihuahuas and a pit bull. It was the most chaotic house, but it was also the most snuggly and happy. Chihuahuas are feisty, but they are really sweet lap dogs, so I like them a lot. Shifu's brother is Squinty, which again is a great name. He's a mixed breed of some kind. Squinty was actually born half blind, which is very interesting, and I kind of wanted to show off that cool eye, so I drew him facing in a way that we could see that blind eye. He's a very tolerant dog who can handle most other dogs' personalities like a champ. Squinty is also really smart and he loves to cuddle. He puts up with Shifu like an annoying little brother, but Shifu loves Squinty to pieces. They're super cute. I love it. I couldn't tell how big Shifu was compared to Squinty, so I went ahead and drew them separately just so that it wouldn't be wrong. Also, in your description of Squinty, you mentioned that he has some spots, but it was hard to see that he had some spots, so I put some faint ones along his back and on his tail, but we'll just say that this is my artistic interpretation of Squinty. Our next pet is Chino, hopefully I'm saying his name right, who is an absolutely gorgeous border collie. He is 6 years old and is mellow and sweet. He's happiest when the family's all together and is highly attuned to everyone's emotions. Chino loves all sorts of outdoor activities and seems like a really adventurous dog. He always has the energy for hiking, swimming, or playing in the snow, whatever you want to do. Despite the energy, he still loves cuddling and lounging just as much as adventuring. Border Collies are one of my favorite types of dogs, and Chino is just such a beautiful example of one. And I wonder, was he wild when you first got him? Did you get him as a puppy? Was he crazy? I knew somebody who had a Border Collie, and she was also very mellow and sweet, but when she was a puppy, she was a little bit of a terror. But maybe that's just puppy behavior. Our second to last pet of the day is Peter, the hamster. I've never drawn a hamster before, so this is great practice for me to draw this little fluff ball. I really like Peter and his personality. He is silently judgmental, and he hates his owner's dad for seemingly no reason. On the other hand, though, Peter loves pumpkin seeds, so he is capable of love. He's incredibly smart and is a little escape artist. I'd hate to lose such a little guy in the house. I think I'd probably never find him again. But I'm glad that he hasn't escaped on you yet. Or escaped forever, I guess I should say. finally, our last pet for today is Peter's big brother, I guess, Scamp. This guy is a food fiend and is always howling for snacks. He once stole an entire turkey carcass on Thanksgiving. He absolutely loves his family and will comfort you if you're sad. He's almost 13 now and is blind, but I'm sure his nose can still sniff out all that food if he really tries. I think labs are notoriously interested in snacks, so it seems like Scamp is just a prime example of his breed. And that's all the pets that we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and if I drew your pet today, I hope that you like it. If you want your pet drawn and you haven't submitted the Google form, don't worry. I will let you guys know when I reopen it for submissions again. I will put it in the community tab, so don't worry. Anyway, if you join me for my next video, I'll see you then.